Hi, I'm Dave Magliano. I'm founder and chief instructor of Tattoo Dojo, and in this video, we talk very briefly about the difference between mixed martial arts and karate training. You know, at least the kind of karate that we practice here at the dojo. So, I'm going to show you an excerpt from a video, actually, that was taken during one of our recent karate classes, and you know. Our students, most of the students you see in the video have been with us a long time, but that doesn't mean that people don't have questions. And the question comes up once in a while, hey, why don't we do more mixed martial arts style fighting? You know, which is a valid question. You know, why aren't we doing a lot of the sparring, the heavy, intense sparring that you see in some mixed martial arts schools? It's a good question, you know, and so I took a minute of class, well, I took at the end of class, and I was like, okay, well, let me just see if I can kind of explain why we train the way that we train here. So this is not at all a slam or really even comparing us to MMA. I think they're fine athletes, and you know, I have no problem with MMA at all. I think it's great, but there's a methodology that goes back hundreds of years as to why you study karate a certain way, and that's what I try to hold true to. That's just the way I feel, you know. So, and that's the way I've always taught karate. So hopefully this little excerpt from class kind of gives you an idea of what we do, and as far as our karate training is concerned and why. And I hope you enjoy it. And if you are curious about any of this and you want to talk to us a little bit more, go ahead and fill out the contact form or just send us an email, or you can watch that free training video that's up on the site. Might give you a little bit more in-depth detail as to what we do and why. So I hope you enjoy this little excerpt. Thanks a lot. We're gonna just talk about the difference in fighting mentality between like sport fighting and actual street fight scenario. So you know, hats off to the MMA community, because they understand what it's like to make actual contact, and that's, you know, their mentality. You know, they're always training because they're training against somebody who's equal to them or maybe a little better than they are in that skill set. And so that's why they train so hard, and that's one of the reasons why, you know, when they do actual videos and they show the difference between themselves and say, people like us in the traditional community, that's why it usually looks a little bit more fierce, because it is. But some of that has to do with the way they train. A lot of it has to do with fight mentality. And so, you know, the difference between what we're doing and what they're doing, or say what kickboxers are doing, or even general boxers are doing, is that we're not fighting an adversary. We're not fighting an opponent. You know, so even in a sparring scenario, even in class, and you guys know when we sparred, I'm trying to score on him, he's trying to score on me, and that is my mentality. You know, I'm not necessarily trying to kill him. I want to score him, take a point, or get a point and take him down if I can. You know, that's one kind of mentality. It's not a bad mentality. It's different than the original karate mentality, like karate a long time ago, like even before Japan, when they were actually, you know, it was really more about self-defense and hand-to-hand combat. And what that means is that no matter what he does, I'm not trying to score a point on him. I'm trying actually to save my life and to get out of there. So I'm not going to dance around and wait till I get the best target. I'm going to take whatever I can get, and I'm going to aim for specific targets to get him down, to get myself out of it. And that's the main difference. It's not better or worse, it's just different. The other thing is you actually, as we all know, we have to train that way. So if we're fighting in a sport mentality and we're just scoring, I'm trying to score on him, right? And he's trying to score on me. And that's you know, you can defend yourself that way, I'm not saying that, but my mentality is going to be, I don't want any trouble. I don't want any trouble. And he wants trouble, and I got nowhere to go. I can't walk away. He wants trouble. And so what he's doing then is he's being the aggressor, and I've got a choice depending on what he does. If he comes at me, like grab, if he comes to grab, you know, then I might be able to control that a little bit and say, brother, I don't want any trouble, okay? I don't want any trouble. That might be one scenario. But if he comes at me and he hits me right away, then that's it. And I'm going to do the best that I can to take him down as quickly as I can. And I'm not necessarily going to punch his face. When I practice to hit the throat. You know, I don't want him coming back on me, okay? I don't want him to get back up. I want to take him down and get out of there. But I've done my due diligence in saying, that's why our stance is always here. That's why I'm not going to do this. Let's go. Because that triggers his brain. Okay, let's go. Whether I'm in a bar or in my car or whatever, I'm always going to be here. I'm always going to be here. Because I don't want to fight somebody, but if I do have to fight somebody, then that's why we train on, that's why we condition ourselves to fight that way. So, and that's the difference, you know? It's not better or worse, it's just different. And that's why when we do kata, we're not doing kata like this. We're like this, you know? We're doing kata the way that we would use it. So, you know, just out of one of our basic katas, this upper block, you know, you guys know that I'm not gonna, if he punches, I'm not gonna do this, right? That's gonna be here. And then I can punch. Or if we're in this kind of scenario here, here's my upper block, and I'm gonna hit here. Here's my middle block, and I'm gonna hit here. Here's my other hit here. So, you know, that's why when we're blocking and we're doing kata, we're doing it on the inside. We're keeping everything tight and fast so that we can use it that way instead of this and that, you know, which looks cool, but I mean, it's not really applicable to the street. So, and that's the difference, okay? Any questions?